Hello. So now that you have had your tour of Microsoft Teams, we're going to spend a little bit of time doing a little bit deeper dive into the different channels that we have available to us on Microsoft Teams, and a few of the things within those channels. We've occasionally taken some forays into a few different pieces of Microsoft Teams so that you can see the kind of inner workings of very specific portions. This is going to kind of bring all those together, hopefully. So first, of course, in Microsoft Teams, we have the general board. So in the general board, this is where conversations that would typically have gone on GroupMe and have relation to the kind of general goings on of the Marian University Writing Center can go. You can have conversation by clicking that tab. This also, by the way, is available on mobile device, so I would recommend that you download the Teams app to your mobile devices. We of course then have our files section, our daily tasks in general, our monthly meetings we will have store both our minutes and our agendas and our attendance in this section. Then of course we have our quick guides, which we'll be continually adding to as we need. Administrative to-do list right now, that will be deleted very soon. That's just my things that I need to accomplish over this summer. Client report forms, that is where anything client report form related can be found. We have, of course, conversations where people can send out quick reminders about client report forms that need to be completed. And we have the files section where our incomplete client report forms Excel file and our client report forms template can be found. And then, of course, our task list for client report forms. So you can see right here we have a overdue appointment that needs a client report form, and then we have a couple that need to be moved over into the assigned client report forms section. Right. We have a section here for the lab instructors, specifically files that are relevant to the ongoing movement of the lab instructors. We have here the student leader board. We have files pertinent to the student leader board, notes. We're going to be using that. Actually, we'll be using our wiki to keep meeting minutes. So if you're interested in the goings-on of the student leader board and would like to take a look at that, those are going to be publicly available documents now rather than having them on our own Trello page. And then, of course, we have our planner section. So we're planning our first SLB meeting, and we have an agenda that we will be setting. You can also take a look at the schedule in any planner file, any planner component program within any of these channels. You can see charts that document usage, and then, of course, there's the initial board, which has its buckets right here, its tasks, and then within those tasks, its checklists. Those tasks and checklists can be assigned to people. They can have due dates. They can be moved across different buckets. We can modify our progress on them and select a start date for when we actually get started on this task. We can also go up here and we can copy tasks, so that would create an identical task. We can copy a link to the task to send to somebody if we need them to get on a particular task, and of course we can delete them. We also have labels over here that we can provide names for if we would like. That gives each of these tasks a color coding. This, if the tutor coordinators would like, would probably be very useful in this client report forms section. You could go in and color code things that have been overdue for 24 hours, for instance, so that you have an easy way to check in on them for the next day. And then we have 4 additional channels. You can show channels in your own personal Teams page by clicking this show list. This is where our committees are going to be housed. So you can show in these available channels whatever committees you are on. These committees are going to be at the discretion of you guys. You guys are going to be in charge, whoever is on that committee, of setting up these Teams pages in a way that is going to help you guys stay organized, help you guys stay accountable, and help you guys carry on the workings of that committee. We of course have the whiteboard committee that has been at least partially set up by Katya. So you can see that there are brainstorming lists here for the poll of the week and the fun fact of the week. And then we also have a fun fact of the week brainstorming wiki. Alright. There are one final thing on Teams are the additional component programs. So in any file, you can click on this plus sign right here. And within this plus sign, there are an absolute plethora of additional add-ins that you can utilize. We, of course, have Planner right here. We have Word Online. We have the wikis. We have Excel Online. There is also Microsoft Forms if you need to create a form that would be very similar to a Google form. We have PowerPoint. And then you can insert a website if you would like. Additionally, like scrolling down here, we have some really cool things like you can add Google Drives, you can add the Adobe Creative Suite. If the tutor coordinators would like to have the Adobe Suite on there and available for them to utilize, you can add Evernote or SurveyMonkey. And then, believe it or not, look, there's Trello. One more thing. You can actually start chats with very particular people through Teams. So if you would like to have a private chat, so let's say the SLB would like to have a chat between just the SLB, we can select people to include in a chat, and then you can actually assign assignments through this assignments tab here. Anybody who is a part of our team. Oh look, and also you can create meetings. The Writing Center can accept, for instance, the orientation, and this integrates with Microsoft Outlook right here. So this is showing all of my events today, of which there are 0. Right? So that is the little bit deeper dive into Microsoft Teams, into the channels and the component programs. I am wishing you all great luck in getting started in working with Teams.